I didn't see the what they call it, the collective yesterday. I didn't see the collective, but I did see a screenshot that Rave put up when they was talking about I'm assuming Ben Cleveland and Falele.
You locked in, keep staying locked in. And
Appreciate you, Malik. And so don't go off just yet, Rave. Let's have a conversation to set it up first, because I didn't watch it. So let's have a conversation to set it up first, and then I'll let you go from there. Is that fair to say? Let me get him on. Rave, you good?
I was gonna ask to save myself for the last spot.
Yeah, but you ain't nobody. You the only one on here, so you know how I do it. If it just be me and you, we'll shut this thing down in 30 minutes. So, because
okay,
you know,
okay.
So, but it gives you more time.
Right.
I ain't got to push you out. I ain't got to try to speed you up or nothing like that. So let's set this thing up before you say what you got to say. So apparently yesterday you was watching the what they call it, the Ravens Collective with Jeff and Bobby and Cole.
Bobby,
so
Cole.
What was said?
Yep.
First, what was said?
So they had that. So what happened was they had a conversation about the situation with Falele or Falala getting put on his backside again, and they had their conversations, and they decided to bring up Ben Cleveland.
you locked in.
And the way they
keep staying
did
locked
it,
in.
they did it as if he was a piece of poop in the middle of the forest. And it hit me in different ways, because it's like these are credible type guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I have a certain amount of respect for them. And it's like wow. And then especially Cole Jackson recently made a video for acquiring that, yeah, Falele should, definitely be in competition, and that, there should be, some competition there. But I'm thinking like, okay, he's spreading the light that maybe Ben Cleveland needs to, see some looks. But they was having their conversation, and mind you, I want everybody to listen, no one laughed. There was nothing funny. There was nothing joking. No one laughed the entire interview. The moment Jeff Zebra said, hey guys, I feel like people are talking about Ben Cleveland, and as he introduced Ben Cleveland into the conversation, Cole Jackson just starts like veering off to the side. There's like this little smirk, as if like, hey, the fact that y'all trying to put Ben Cleveland as the guy to really be the hero of the spot. And for me, I'm like, what's funny? What's funny? Yes, Ben Cleveland. Because out of no disrespect, but let's make it clear. Ben Cleveland has the highest PFF grade over Falele. Falele didn't even touch Ben Cleveland's highest PFF grade. We can put the stats up. We can go snap for snap. All these people, and I'm pissed off because everybody wants to slowly disrespect Ben Cleveland's name. And I'm going to tell you how they're disrespecting it. They're going by, this is how they're disrespecting it. Well, yeah, we do have Ben Cleveland, but, is he that much better? Is he that much, is he really that guy? And it's like, bro, did y'all not see what he did when he actually had quality starting snaps? And he was getting comfortable at right guard, and he was killing the Steelers? Or y'all just go pretend that didn't happen? But what the thing is, the beautiful part is, John got Ben Cleveland, got into people's heads that he's lazy, he don't want to do nothing, la la la. Mind you, check this. When they did an interview a long time ago, well, no, it wasn't too long, but it was like last year. They said, hey, Ben Cleveland, there's a lot of stuff surrounding that you're being lazy, you don't want to show up for practice. John Harbaugh said that you didn't, you got to do something to prove that you want to be your spot. if you looked at the messages, Ben Cleveland didn't say nothing crazy because he don't want to get in trouble. But also, none of y'all want to highlight the fact that Ben Cleveland also said, I don't know what's going on. He said, Ben Cleveland said, I show up for practice and do my own thing.
True.
Check this. We've not seen a single snap of the starting reps with Ben Cleveland in practice. We only seen it in the games.
Mm-hmm.
And even in only the games. We have not seen not one single snap of Ben Cleveland in the practice. So I can't compare Falala and Ben Cleveland of their practice snaps because I didn't see it. You have to see it in person. Right?
Right.
Right?
You're right. You're right.
So I can't go by the grades of practice. Let's go with the grades of games. We can go game for game for game for game. Ben Cleveland beats Falala every single time. For the people who keep saying, "Oh, Ben Cleveland that much of a upgrade." I mean, yes, he is. So, and I'm trying not to yell because I'm trying to send a message, because this message has to be sent to people, because you got John, you got all these people. Now, here's my thing. I got mad at Sarah and Bobby, a.k.a. they're from The Vote, and I love their channel. I'm a part of that channel. I watch their channel. I love it. I got mad at them a little bit. I was disappointed more not than mad. I was disappointed because Sarah and Bobby said, well, Jeff Bridges said this, Cole Jackson said this, John Harbaugh said this, Cordell said that he's not really seeing those special things from Ben Cleveland. I said, and it disappointed me because this is a fact, Coach, and you can agree with this. You break down Ben Cleveland stuff. You break down some of these linemen stuff. 22 Films broke down some of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying any of us fans we know exactly everything. I get that. I'm not saying that we know everything. But what we can do is grab the pure facts of videotape and actually watch the snap for snap in slow motion, fast motion, whatever motion you've seen. And, Coach, you did it, edit yourself, Coach. And I want you to say this because people think I'm just so weird and I'm tripping and Raven's just out of his mind. Coach, have you seen the snaps, Coach? Have you watched the snaps of Falele and Ben Cleveland?
I'll tell you this. From what we can see,
yes.
'cause like you said, we can't see practice every day, so we don't know what Ben Cleveland does at practice. But from watching Ben in games versus Falele in games, even though Falele has way more reps, Ben is more consistent than Falele.
Ben is more consistent.
And now, is either one of them good? Is either one of them good? No. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Neither one of them are good. But I think Ben is more consistent than Falele based off what I've seen. Now, again, I don't know his practice habits. I don't know what he does when the camera ain't on him. All I can go off of is what I see when they put him in the game, and what we see. Well, not just me. It's a bunch of people. What we see when we put him in the game is a better product than what Falele gives us. Now, does Falele have bigger upside? Probably. But we don't get a chance to see practice tape and how well do he study, or do he go to sleep in meetings, or we don't know all of it. And so that's why they can kind of try to crap on us, because we're not there every day. And they say, well, like Monken said, it's just one rep. And y'all know I'm a big Monken fan. It ain't just one rep. This is constantly. It was just one rep that's been blasted, but we see him getting beat all the time. Now, has he gotten better? Yes. But just with those two, from what I see in games, Ben is more consistent.
Hold on. Better. If we want to go better, here's the funny part that you said that. Has he gotten better? It's funny because everybody said he was getting better, right? He got as the ending, and he did much better at the end and all that. Better. But you're telling me as he got better, he had off-season work. You're still telling me, as big as you are, you're 6'8", over 300 pounds. You're telling me you still got smacked on your butt? You're still telling me you still have super bad technique? Are you still telling me, Raven Kingdom, that supports Ben Cleveland, that you're telling me that a 6'8", supposed to be a monster, is supposed to be protecting our Ferrari, our champion, a guy who's shown up in clutch for us, the guy who puts the team on his entire back You're trying to tell me you want me to believe that Rave is just tripping, and I'm tripping because I want more protection for Lamar Jackson, who's going to help us try to win this Super Bowl upcoming, because that is the man that needs to be protected. Because if any of y'all had a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, or any special car, you will want to keep it clean, you want to keep it protected, and that's the same thing for Lamar. So, yes, I'm not saying that no one deserves a personal opinion. I'm not saying that y'all feel like maybe y'all should bring more talent and Big Cleveland should, fight through multiple people. I'm not even mad at that. What I'm mad about is when you give off these little spats and says, well, John must not be really producing because John ain't really putting them out there. I mean, yeah, because he don't like the dude. He don't like the dude. So how can any of y'all particularly say, well, I guess Ben Cleveland don't really deserve to be there because he don't really want it? How can he really want it if he's sitting on the bench? He's getting no reps. So of course, this preseason game that happened, and I will agree with Cole Jackson and Jeff G. Yeah, Ben Cleveland didn't look the best in this preseason, whatever. He didn't look the best. Okay, I get it. He had some great snaps, very good hustle plays, recovered a fumble, but I get it. He didn't look the best. But my God, are we really gonna put that on him? Because my God, he gets no snaps in practice, and I know we ain't getting no snaps in practice because every practice film we get, you see Falala, you see Voorhees, you see Stanley.
Hold on, Ray. Did you call that man Voorhees?
I don't like saying I don't care. I don't care. But look. In fairness, I'm just seeing how it is. I see everybody on a practice field. Same Mac, I bullet. I don't see no Ben Cleveland on the first snaps. Only time we be seeing Ben Cleveland is when they stretching. I don't see no 400-pound, 6'7" man stretching. That's not a cute look to see. But that's all I see when it comes to Ben Cleveland, is that he's stretching and drinking water. Or he was tired. He was tired because the sun was beaming on his bald head. I get it. But what my issue is, it's the constant small murks that everyone wants to say about Ben Cleveland. Dude, if he really wanted it, he would have been out there. And for me, it's like this, Coach. If you, as a person who pays attention to film, and other people who pay attention to film, professional people, 22 Films, and all these people who grab film and says, nah, Ben Cleveland is the better guard, do you not put Ben Cleveland in the starting lineup, or at least be competition to that right guard spot, considering the fact you're supposed to put the best 5 on the field? Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. I don't disagree with nothing you said.
I'm not sitting here trying to.
The thing is,
I'm not trying to sit here and lie. I'm not trying to act like. Say again.
No, I was going to say they're banking on Lamar. That's what I think they're doing. They're banking on Lamar's athleticism and Lamar's ability to make people miss to get them out of situations. Because even when PFF says we're an elite offensive line, we're looking at games and we can see that we are not an elite offensive line. We see Lamar making people miss in the backfield. We see, just look at Derrick Henry's 1,900 yards. They were so much harder than Saquon's 2,000. I take Derrick Henry's 1,900 yards over Saquon's 2,000 because Derrick was having to, fight people off in the backfield and fall forward for 5 or 6, 7 yards. Saquon wasn't getting touched at 3 and 4 yards down the field sometimes. Now, that's no knock on Saquon. That's just because his offensive line was that good. Derrick had to work that much harder for his 1,900 yards. So, it is what it is. But Rave, do this for me. Go wrap your thing up, because some people did call in out once you got going, but I didn't want to cut you off because you was cooking. But wrap your last points up, and let me get to them guys behind you.
I understand. I ain't gonna hold up too much of people's time. I'm gonna say these last things that I even want Jeff Viggett and Cole and whoever else that I'm wrong. I double dog everyone to put Ben Cleveland's film of every game, and I ain't saying every snap because there's too many plays, but just do every game. Put their grades up in percentages. I bet you Ben Cleveland comes out of that lineup against Falele and Ben Cleveland. I bet you Ben Cleveland wins that whole entire battle. I put money on it.
Let me put
And
this
I
on
will
your mind
not rest.
before you go. I almost get, because we don't really play starters in the preseason, so to speak. I'd be almost willing to bet that Falele don't play this week because we not playing our starters, so to protect him. I'm gonna be willing to bet that. Now, he might still play. But I'd be willing to bet say, hey, we not playing our starters, so Falele don't play, so won't nobody say nothing about him. No, kind of like all 22 said, coddling.
Right. I agree. And I'm about to be done. I just want to say, I'm telling you, hashtag Ben Cleveland. I will not rest. I will not take no sleep. I will defend him because I know we have a monster guard that is being cut down, and he is ready to rock and roll. I promise you, I've made a lot of fans that is Ben Cleveland fans, and they're ready to back me up. Hashtag Ben Cleveland. Hashtag Cleveland. I'm ready for the war. Let's go.
And just like that, he out. Hey, and